Is he Hannibal Lecter? This man talking like he is Hannibal Lecter or some shit.
Tell me I am wrong in the comments. Anyone who types a fantasy like that and then goes out and commits a fatal stabbing does not belong on the streets, ever. According to prosecutors, this is not a kid making a mistake, but a dangerous individual obsessed with violence.
And you want to know something? Everybody want to make this about race. Now all that's thrown out the window. Now Karmelo Anthony. I really didn't want to cover this, man, but every day is some news coming out about this guy, and the prosecutors exposed something very chilling about this guy that proves that he needs to be in jail. It said Karmelo Anthony's chilling. Karmelo Anthony had premeditated intentions on taking out the guy he took out. I forgot his name. Desi, what's his name? But let's go ahead and look at exactly what's going on with that.
Karmelo Anthony reportedly fantasized about knives and stabbing someone in the hours before he killed Austin Metcalf.
Put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
It is a bombshell update from prosecutors in an appeal hearing today.
Austin Metcalf. That's his name. Austin Metcalf. Look, I'm going to tell you like this right here. My opinion, just off the fact that he stabbed somebody, period, he needs to be locked up. He actually got off easy. He got off easy by getting, 30 years? He got 30 years or something like that. He got off easy, in my opinion.
Anthony's attempt to have his murder conviction overturned.
What's your name, man?
Karmelo Anthony, K-A-R-M-E-L-O.
What this means for Anthony's efforts to argue that his original trial was unfair. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. You may remember back in June, during Karmelo Anthony's murder trial, there was not much testimony at all about who he is. No witnesses vouching for his character, no talk of his background. And Anthony's new attorneys are arguing that's because his defense made a gentleman's agreement with prosecutors to only focus on the moments surrounding the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf at a track meet. They wanted to, in their words, keep it under the tent. Well, today, during this hearing that's been going on to determine whether Karmelo Anthony should receive a new trial, prosecutors reportedly revealed a big piece of information that may explain why Karmelo Anthony's original defense team agreed to keep things under the tent. Shocking text messages that Anthony allegedly sent related to knives and stabbing.
Man, that's crazy as hell, man. It's crazy as hell. Just the fact that he had premeditated intentions to taking out Austin should up his sentence. It should up his sentence. That's just me personally. Now everybody's gonna say, "I told you so. I told you so." That's what's gonna happen. And I'm sorry. Some people say this is a race issue. In some instances, it is. It's dealing with race. But the overall context is this man had premeditated intentions on taking out Austin, bro. Just the text messages prove it.
Karmelo Anthony is requesting a new trial, and today is day 2 of a hearing in Texas to decide if he's going to get one. He was convicted of stabbing fellow track athlete Austin Metcalf to death at a track meet, high school track meet in Frisco, Texas in April of last year, right outside of Dallas.
He put his hands on me.
Now that's the body cam video of the aftermath of the incident, and you'll remember that Anthony ended up under Metcalf's team's tent as this meet was going on, the two of them reportedly exchanging words, and when Metcalf gets up to physically remove Karmelo Anthony from that tent, he shoves Karmelo Anthony, and there was that blurry surveillance video.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
And in response, a split second, Anthony takes a knife out of his backpack and stabs Austin Metcalf once in the heart, killing him. Anthony's new
That like just the fact that he had the gall to even do that is fucking insane, bro. The gall for him to even do that is crazy, bro.
Team, a very high-profile team of lawyers, are arguing, though, that Karmelo's rights were violated during that jury trial several times. And we're going to talk about those arguments here in just a moment, including his right to a public trial. You'll remember that audio and video recordings of the proceedings were not allowed, and only a handful of media outlets like us were given credentials to be able to have someone in the courtroom to witness all of it. We had Cody Thomas from Court TV, you'll remember. And you only had about 24 people from the public who were allowed in that courtroom. Now, the judge who made the call as far as those restrictions on the case, he's actually been tossed from overseeing Anthony's appeal, and we'll talk more about that here in just a moment. But I need to get to these text messages and evidence that prosecutors talked about today, and these are things that the jury did not know about. I mean, none of us knew about it until now.
Facts. Until today.
Media outlets like WFAA and NBC DFW, who are in the courtroom today for this hearing, who are giving information, live updates about a lot of the testimony that's happening. And we have to talk about what Assistant District Attorney for Collin County, Bill Werski, had to say and what he claims happened in the hours before this track meet on the day that Austin Metcalf lost his life. Because he says that Karmelo Anthony's girlfriend, hours before, told an assistant principal at their high school that the couple had broken up, and that she said she allegedly was afraid. She claimed that Karmelo Anthony was stalking her.
Damn.
WFAA says that the ADA also claimed today in the courtroom that Anthony was allegedly obsessed with guns, fights, and knives. And prosecutors allegedly have a text message.
Man, look at this knife, bro. Look at this knife. This, like, you know, this knife right here is stabbing somebody with this knife. Wow, man, this is a crazy. This is a crazy.
Fantasized about stabbing someone and licking the blood off the blade, and he allegedly sent a text that said, "quote I'm low key on the verge." Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf to death.
Right. That is not a regular pocket knife.
Hours later, the jury never heard that. Now, the ADA also reportedly says that Anthony had gone to a program for juveniles when he was younger who struggle with anger. That was something that was not presented in court during his trial. Now, this appears to be the reason that prosecutors and Karmelo's defense made what they're calling a gentleman's agreement not to insert character testimony into the case. Again, they're calling it.
Okay, he's talking a bunch of fluff. He's talking a bunch of fluff. I want him to get to the meat and potatoes about the text messages. I want to hear about the text messages, man. I want to hear about the text messages. Hold on. Let's investigate. Let's investigate a little bit. Saying he licked the blood off of the knife is crazy. Who is you supposed to be, bro?
This convicted killer.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Karmelo Anthony's retrial hearing continues today as the judge is considering a trove of evidence that the jury never saw, including disturbing text messages that were sent by Anthony. Todd Pyro joins us now with the latest. Todd?
Ainsley, good morning. The fate of Karmelo Anthony's retrial attempt remains undecided as his hearing for a new trial continues this morning.
A convicted killer is begging for a new trial, but prosecutors just exposed his hidden text messages, and they are pure evil. Okay, hold on. They actually want to throw out his murder conviction. Karmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years.
This looks like some AI. This looks AI like hell, bro.
For ending a 17-year-old's life. Now his new lawyers are claiming the original trial was unfair. But the prosecution just fired back by dropping a mountain of digital evidence that the jury was never allowed to see. And wait until you hear what he sent his girlfriend.
Prosecutors revealing disturbing new texts showing Anthony threatening to murder his girlfriend around the time Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the heart at a high school track meet.
Threatening to murder his girlfriend also is crazy. Threatening to murder his girlfriend as well is crazy. Crazy as hell, bro. Lock him up. Don't even let him out. Don't even let him out.
One text from Anthony reads, quote, "How many bullets you want coming out of your chest?" Anthony sending another saying, quote, "When I stab somebody, I'm gonna lick their blood off the blood."
There it is. Read those words.
Man, this guy. Oh, is he Hannibal Lecter? This man talking like he is Hannibal Lecter or some shit.
Tell me I am wrong in the comments. Anyone who types a fantasy like that and then goes out and commits a fatal stabbing does not belong on the streets ever. According to prosecutors, this is not a kid making a mistake, but a dangerous individual obsessed with violence. And the timeline makes it so much worse. Notice what the timeline reveals right before the tragedy.
And this text sent 2 hours before Metcalf was murdered, reading, quote, "I'm low-key on the verge." After receiving these threatening texts, Anthony's ex-girlfriend...
And you want to know something? Everybody want to make this about race. Now all that's thrown out the window. All that now is thrown out the window. Look at these text messages that this man gonna say, "I'm low-key on the verge." No. Leave him locked up. Just leave him locked up, bruh. Leave him locked up. Text messages come out saying he did he actually might need to get the death sentence, man. He might need to. You get another trial, you might get a severe punishment, a more severe punishment, Karmelo. Now, I just want to know what all the people that got to say that was defending him got to say about it now. What they got to say about it now? What do y'all think? What do you think, Desi? Since you know this information now, did you know anything about the text messages? It's crazy, man. That man said, "I'm on the verge. I'm on the verge." That's crazy, man.